Hi folks, Canadian Prepper here. So, another new year is upon us, 2019, if you subscribe to the Gregorian calendar, that is. Most of us do, so let's just demarcate the spin around the sun with tomorrow. I've never prepped with such a sense of urgency as I have been as of late. Time is really of the essence. We are getting down to crunch time. The evidence is in the anomalous, catastrophic events that have been happening all around the world and that are being primed to happen in the near future. So 2018, we've seen a lot of things happen. We have these wild stock market fluctuations. Nobody knows what is going to come in 2019, but a lot of people are anticipating a deep recession, if not a full-blown depression, if not a full-blown economic collapse, a bubble bursting, which has to happen at some point. As we all know, we had record wildfires in the state of California. We had wildfire records across Canada. We had record temperatures. I believe it was the second hottest year on record. It's the hottest the Arctic has ever been this time of year, and the Arctic sea ice is at its lowest levels ever recorded. And that, of course, keeps going down every year. The nuclear arms race and the armaments race in general seems to be picking up as Russia is unveiling all this different type of supersonic missile technology, and of course nuclear arms treaties are being scrapped. There's geopolitical posturing, proxy conflicts flaring up all around the world. We had record droughts in Europe. Right now, Australia is seeing insane temperature records being broken. I believe some of the average temperatures were 14 degrees Celsius above average. That's just crazy. So Australia is turning into a desert. I mean, most of it is a desert already, but the parts that aren't desertified probably soon will be. Of course, we have these wild hurricanes, we have the superstorms, we have this weird New York transformer explosion, which is shrouded in a bit of mystery. It's one of those events, it's kind of like the Norwegian spiral, it just kind of, they try to brush it under the rug. You have a government agency called the National Infrastructure Advisory Council who prepared a document, a research paper about the potential threats to the electric power grid. And in that paper, they indicate that any of the three U.S. power grids, Texas, Eastern, and West, I believe, are susceptible to a 6-month grid down situation under the right negative set of circumstances. So that was overblown and extrapolated in the preparedness community. People are saying that it was the Department of Homeland Security who came out and said that the public needs to be prepared for 6 months. Yes, that's implied based on what this report is saying, but that's not what they said directly. So it's kind of been misconstrued, but basically they're saying that, we are vulnerable to attack. We have ongoing threats of superbugs. We have the Ebola situation, which is still ongoing. Although the media, got tired of the issue, it's still ongoing. That still has the potential. It's mutating every day. Potentially that could become airborne or just a lot more contagious. And the virus is going to keep getting smarter. So long as it's there and it's not eradicated, it's going to find new ways to remain dormant longer and to not be as lethal, because of course the more lethal it is, the faster people die from it, the less the virus can spread. So the virus is going to evolve to have a longer incubation period so that it can manifest and pop up in different places. That's just the nature of virulence. The World Wildlife Federation put out a report recently that indicated that 60% of all the species on the planet have been wiped out by human beings. So the biodiversity has been significantly lowered. That's not only in fauna, but also in flora. A lot of the crops have been eradicated, except for the ones that have been stashed by the elites in the seed vault, of course. Apparently, half of the biomass of insects on the planet has been reduced. Now, while this might seem to be a good thing, less mosquitoes, of course, they're a critical part of the food chain, and if they're gone, it's only a matter of time before other things that we depend on start to go also. Now, while all this stuff is happening, people are increasingly getting stupider and stupider. All you have to do to confirm this is go and look on the YouTube trending feed and see what people are feeding their minds with on a regular basis. 70% of the internet is pornography. In this time of great potential turmoil, people's central preoccupations are video games, entertainment, and pornography. That's what's keeping the masses subdued. So it's for these reasons why I'm very concerned about the near future, more so than I've ever been. And that's why I'm really starting to take the self-reliance thing seriously this year. Hence that recent video I did about the 13 skills that you're going to need in order to survive a long-term grid down scenario. Because I do believe that there is a lot of hope for humanity. I do believe that we are going to go through a rough period, and we're going to come out on the other side prosperous, and we're going to have an amazing civilization on the other end of that. But before that happens, this whole thing has to burn down, because it's not set up to have a smooth transition into a new paradigm which is going to foster all of the things that we want. So it's for these reasons that I have this gut feeling that something is coming. And I did a video earlier in the year, and it was about trusting your instincts. And usually when you have a gut feeling like that, it is based on fact. And all of the things I just mentioned, among many, many others, are part of the reason that is fueling this gut feeling that I'm having of the importance of really focusing on self-reliance in 2019, because time is running out. I do sincerely believe more than ever before that the clock is really ticking. And if you really want to consider yourself self-reliant and be prepared in the most practical of ways, it's time to start focusing on off-grid lifestyles. So there's a lot of great off-grid channels on YouTube who already have an excellent head start in all of this. Of course, it's going to take certain sacrifices, and it's going to mean that you're going to have to give up some of the luxuries of the city when you start preparing for something like this. But it really is getting down to crunch time. So I strongly recommend, if you're getting into preparedness in 2019, that you strongly focus more on self-reliance skills as opposed to the simple hoarding of supplies, which in itself is good. Gear is good. Once you pass that level, though, it's time to move forward. And I personally have passed that level. I have the food storage. I have all the gear I'm ever going to need. Now is the time to start practicing renewable energy sources. How can I not just store energy in my house or in caches in the countryside, but how can I actually regenerate energy? How can I grow my own food? How can I, master the skills that I'm going to need to actually repair things when there's nothing to buy? That's what we're going to be focusing on in 2019. Yes, we're still going to have, the after the collapse style videos where we're doing the hypothetical stuff. We're going to still have gear reviews, a lot of that stuff, but we're going to be focused more on the actual skill building aspect of emergency preparedness. And I'm going to be able to do this because I'm going to be going on YouTube full time this year. I'm going to give it a shot, see what happens. If it doesn't work out, I got a day job to go back to, so we'll see what happens. But let me know what you think in the comment section about 2019, because I can't be the only one who's feeling this way. There's just too much stuff happening to ignore, and I really do feel that this is the time to seriously get ready. And one more thing I want to say is with regards to your physical health. Now is the time to start taking your physical health really seriously. There's a lot of you out there who watch this channel who are neglecting your health, and that's the main thing. If you're prepping, if you're stockpiling food, and you are not in good physical condition, then my friend, your priorities are simply out of whack. They are completely out of whack. Because you know what's going to kill you first? Heart failure, diabetes, something of that nature, cancer. Those things are what's probably going to kill you before you ever have a chance to use your prized preparedness products. So I would beseech you to please go back, watch my videos about prepper fitness. If you want more fitness videos, I can do more of that for you. That's simple. Fitness is not complicated. It means getting your ass off the couch, doing something, moving more, eating healthier, eating less. It's simple. It's not rocket science. Don't believe all of these fancy boys on YouTube, who prance around with their six packs and tell you got to do this, 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 and this. It's freaking simple. You go out, you work hard, you sweat, you eat less, you eat healthy, you take your vitamins and minerals. It's not rocket science. It's absolutely simple. You just move more, eat less, move more, eat less. And I'm really curious to know, do you think that there's a relationship between this National Infrastructural Advisory Council's coming out with this report and this mysterious transformer explosion in New York? Do you think they're completely unrelated events, which they very well could be? Do you think the New York thing was a potential cyber attack that they're trying to brush under the rug because they don't want to admit that they were attacked? Let me know what you think in the comments section. Thanks for all of the support in 2018. 2019 is the year that we take it to the next level. Thanks for watching. Canadian Prepper out. The best way to support this YouTube channel is to support yourself by gearing up through CanadianPreparedness.com or BugoutRoll.ca. Premium quality gear at the best possible price using the incredibly secure and easy to use Shopify platform. We offer free shipping to the United States for orders over $200 USD and free shipping to Canada over $75. So support the channel by supporting yourself.